Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since my last video. So today we're going to do an unboxing video for Battle Spirits starter deck. So today we're going to unbox this starter deck entitled His Deck, which is written here Ai츠 no Deki. It is a starter deck that released today on Saturday, June 15, 2019. So it is themed after Dawn and Baroness deck from the Battle Spirit Saga Brave anime, which is also released on the same day. So without further ado, let's open it up. Alright, so I open up the starter deck, and basically the starter deck contains of this much of stuff. So first, the Soul Core, and 2 packs of normal cores, which is 15 cores in each pack, and the exchangeable cards, the main deck, and the paper playmat. So you can see the paper playmat here is as usual prepared for new players. That's like new for the game. You can see basically this is the field, your deck, your trash for card and core, burst, your life and reserve, and your field. So basically, and this, it also includes the steps, the start step, core step, draw step, refresh step, main step, attack step, and end step. So this is like the step flow. This is how the game goes on and is pass it to your next turn. So this is how it goes, and at the back there will be like normal simple rulings, that the basic rulings of Battle Spirits, which you can learn and you can read it, so it will be easier for the beginners to start. So I'll just put it aside because this is not as important as it is for now. And you can see here, so let's go on to the exchangeable cards. So the exchangeable cards contain 5 cards. I'll go into this tree later. You can come to look at this Victory Draw and Rising Draw. These 2 cards are actually cards that we can't use in tournaments, or you can't even put it in your deck because it actually limits to your name, which you can't change. So this Victory Draw is limited to, you can see, as you can see here, Victory Draw is actually limited to Koa no Hikari Nushi. So it's like you can only use this card if you are named like this, if you are only the master of cores. So yeah, you can look at it, and maybe the effects, you just look at it because you can't use it. Don't go into the effects of this card, and as well as this card, Rising Draw, which is the revival version, which you can only be used if you are Bashindan, which is the main character of the anime. So for the effect, you may pause and look around. Yeah, I won't go into details about this 2 cards because it's not really important. So let's go next to the 3 exchangeable cards of it. So Murugesaurus 10. So it's basically another version of Mogosaurus. So it's basically level 1, 2, and 3. When this spirit attacks, it gains 5k battle power BP. So for level 2 and level 3, if you have a card named Grand Walker Dun, and this spirit is not affected by spirit opponent's spirit, ultimate, and nexus effect, as you can see here. Yeah, so it's here. Yeah, so yep, so this is basically the card, exchangeable cards. But don't worry, actually the exchangeable cards are not that important in this starter deck, so I just put it aside. And next we come to the main point of this deck. Open it up. Yeah. So in this deck, it actually contains a lot of good stuff, such as okay, so in this deck it contains 18 cards, 18 different type of cards, and inside there will be 4 X rares, 2 master rares, and 2 rares, which is really good. So I'll go into the details in it. Okay, so firstly we have the Strike Sigwam Sagita, which is quite nice. This is the main spirit that runs in the deck. So let's go into the effect. As you can see, 6 cards with 5 reduction, 2 red, 2 white, and 1 god symbol reduction. So it goes to the attack level 1, level 2, and level 3 for either player's attack step. So whenever you or your opponent's life decrease, you may draw a card. So it's really good. So it's really convenient if you have a small hand size, or you want to draw something useful. So whenever you take a life, your opponent attacks you and you take a life from the attack, you may draw a card and you try to get a flash, a spirit, or you can get more chance to get new cards for the turn. You can do new things, you can do more possibility. So next you can get the other level 1, level 2 and level 3's effect when this spirit attacks. So this spirit is not affected by opponent's spirit and nexus effect. Then if you may place one core from the Grandwalker Nexus to the spirit. If you did, you can destroy one of your opponent's spirit or ultimate, which is 12k BP or below, which is quite nice and convenient because you want to clear the field of your opponent when you attack. So it can combos up with, it's a good combination for you for the first effect, which when you decrease your opponent's life, you may draw one, and you can increase the possibility and increase the combinations from your deck. So the last effect, level 2 and level 3, when this spirit attacks, so this is quite convenient. Like when this spirit destroy your opponent's spirit or ultimate, you may place one of your opponent's life core to the reserve, which is very convenient, which this card itself combos very well with its own effect. Like level 2 and level 3, whenever you decrease lives from your opponent, so like you see, level 2, level 3, you attack your opponent. Level 2, the second effect, you attack, you destroy one of your opponent's spirit or ultimate, you send one core to the reserve and you may draw one. So it basically runs like effect 2, effect 3 and effect 1. So yeah, basically it's a really nice deck, really nice card. So you get two pieces of it. Next we come to Scorpion. So this one is actually a burst, which is really nice. So this card's reduction symbols can be treated as red, purple, green, blue, yellow or blue, yeah. So when your Grandwalker Nexus have 5 cores and above, this burst is not affected by this setting burst that you set. This burst is not affected by your opponent's effect. So it's pretty nice because nowadays there's a lot of burst destroying cards like white. If you play white, there's a lot of cards that destroy bursts or which doesn't let you there. Like green, when you play green decks, there's basically cards that don't let you activate the burst. I'm sorry, it's not focusing. Alright, so next we move on to the burst effect. When it triggers, the burst triggers when your opponent's spirit or ultimate attack. So it's very easy to use because if your opponent doesn't attack, your opponent will attack. If your opponent doesn't attack, they can't decrease your life, which they can't activate a lot of stuff and they can't do a lot of stuff. They can decrease your life, they can activate spirit or ultimate's effect. Like so, when your opponent's spirit's ultimate attack, you may trigger this burst, which you can remove opponent's Grandwalker Nexus core. Opponent's Grandwalker Nexus core, you can choose every core back to the void, which no more core for the Grandwalker. So it's really convenient because nowadays people play Grandwalkers. Grandwalkers are everywhere, so whenever there's like cores on the Grandwalker, they're gonna trigger some effect and they're gonna do some combination. So with this card you can stop their combos by activating, and you might just put one of your opponent's Grandwalker Nexus back to the void. So next we're gonna go to level 2 and level 3 effect of this spirit when it's on the field. So level 2 and level 3 effect, when this spirit attack and block, once per turn this spirit gets PP plus 5k and you may refresh it. Yeah, so pretty convenient for refresh, and yeah, there's a lot of combo for this one. So we're gonna move on to the next X-ray. So this is Zodiac Lemuria. So this is actually a advanced card. Yeah, you can see it's pretty nice, and like the foil, like X-ray foils are really nice in Battle Spirits. You can see you can even scratch them. Yeah, I can do an ASMR video if you want. So as you can see, yeah, the effects are here. This is Zodiac Lemuria. Advanced condition, cooldown and cost 5 and above. for flash in either player's attack step. Yeah, you can see the effect. Even if you want to look at the effect, you can pause. Yeah, it's gonna be 2 of it. Next we come to the main event, main card of the deck, which is the Grandwalker Nexus. Yeah, Grandwalker Apollon 2. Yeah, and pause if you want to look at the effect. Yeah, 2 cards. And next we come to the Burst, which is quite expensive before the SD is out. Yeah, I can see it's an M rare. Alex. Yeah. When it affects, it's like when the burst is set or in trash, this card is not affected by any effect. Yeah. Let's look at the effect, and I like the art. There's a lot of alternate art in for this card, and this is one of it, and you got 2 of it. Which is pretty nice. So next we come to the Brave. This is the new card, new system, Saga Brave. The Zodiac Lancer. So Zodiac Lancer. Yeah, this is a Brave, which I'll just hold it like this so you can look at the effect. Yeah, which comes in 2 of it. Next it comes to the Pisces. The Pisce Ostius. Something like that. I'm not really good in Japanese, so yeah, I learned my Japanese from the card games. Yeah, we can look at the effects. Yeah, so you got two of it. Next we come to the Geminicos. So I don't know the English translate for this card because it's quite new, so you can see. Yeah, the effect is like this. It is also an advent card. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. You may pause and you look at it. So moving on, 2 cards, 2 in this. So next. So this is the card Aquarija Dragon. So yeah, this is like this. 4 cost 2 reduction. Yeah. So basically 3 of it. And next we're moving on to this one. Cancer Dragon. So yeah, Cancer Dragon. Yeah, you can know it's Cancer. So the effect, you may pause and look at it. So 3 of it. So next are the reprint cards. So these cards are basically already there in the Battle Spirit booster box. So they are basically reprint with new alternate arts. I'll quickly I'll just show you the card and I'll just quickly go through them. So that you guys see the new effects and the new arts. Next, this one. Sephiroship. Next, this one. Leonardo. This is quite the main card for my deck. Yeah. Virginia. This is like the searcher for Kodo deck. So this is Libra Eva. Yeah. This is the event card, which is quite useful for destroying the lowest cost spirit or ultimate. Or you may put, for each Kodo spirit you own, you may place one of your opponent's Grandwalker Nexus core to the void. So for each, if you have 3 spirit with this system on the field, you put 3 cores from your opponent's Grandwalker Nexus back to the void. So which is quite nice. I like it, but my friends don't. So yeah, we're gonna do some adjustment for this one. So next we come to the magic, which is 3 Sagitto Nova Aru. So yeah, this card has the system Kodo in it. Flash BP. This is a new card. This is a new magic. Flash. So you may destroy up to 12k BP of Spirit or Ultimate. Opponent Spirit or Ultimate. So if you have a Kodo system Grandwalker Nexus, you may, for each Spirit or Ultimate you destroy, you may draw 1 card from your deck. Which is quite nice for a cost 5 magic with destroying effects and drawing effects. Like I say before, drawing is really important in this game because the more hands card you have, the more possibility and more combinations you can do. Yep, so moving on. Next is the other spell card, magic. Actually we call it magic in this. So Cancer Shell.
Kyansa Shade. So this is actually the same effect, which says this card is also included in the system Kodo. So main effect, during a main set you may cast this, and the effect is, you may see, but I'll just explain it if I think of something to like tell you guys. Yeah, it's basically a searcher. Just open up your decks to open two cards, review 2 cards from your top deck, and you may choose one of the card with the system Kodo in it and add to your hand. So the other card you may just put it into your trash. So the flash effects is you may bounce one opponent's spirit or ultimate, which is 12k or below, back to your opponent's hand, or you may put 4 cores for one of your Grandwalker with the system Kodo back to the void, and you may end the battle. After the battle end, you may end the step, which it's like really useful, so it's like very defensive. So when your opponents try to do a lot of stuff during his attack step, you just like, nah, no, not gonna give you any chance to do things. So just end the step and back to your turn. So basically this is like a very good defensive magic, because basically the deck is quite offensive based. The deck is quite offensive based. You can see like destroying. Yeah, basically this is offense. You're gonna set up the field, and after setting up the field, you just go and rush your opponents down. So basically it's quite easy to use and easy to understand. So defensive cards like Alex and this, and the magic is quite defensive as well. These cards are quite defensive. So for Apollon, yeah, you can see, and Zodiac Lemuria, this is quite nice. The deck is quite easy to use, and it's quite, I can say, quite user friendly, like beginner friendly, because it includes the cards like Alex and Grandwalkers, which is quite important for the environment nowadays. Yeah, so yeah, basically this deck, you have to combo. It's already quite playable, you know, like 40 cards in the deck, it's already quite playable. And if you want to like upgrade it or make it stronger, you have to look back to the booster before this starter deck. So if you look back to the boosters, you can get like Bashinda and Grandwalkers. Yeah, maybe I'll do, if you guys want to know more about these decks, maybe I'll just build one and come back with a deck recipe or something like that. If you want something like this, maybe you just leave it in the comment and let me know. Yeah, basically this is everything in the starter deck, Aichi no Deki. So hope you guys like it. If you guys have any comments, just leave it in the comments below. It helps me to improve. Yeah, so yep, welcome back to the channel, and it's been a long time. See you guys next time, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content and you wish to look forward to new contents. Yeah, it's been a long time since I speak in a video like this, so hope you guys like it, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.